Hello everybody, Imminent Storm here, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. In our last episode, we were able to take down Mexico and install Syndicus Mexico into power as our faction member and ally now. And then we brought all of our armies back home to get ready for what the next conquest is going to be. We did try to set up some Marines to do an amphibious invasion of the Philippines, because I thought we were still at war with them, but the invasion didn't fire for some reason, and I couldn't figure it out why. But upon further investigation, what it appears is that we are not actually at war with the Philippines anymore, which is strange, because I thought we were. Oh well, no big deal. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and justify a war goal on them. It doesn't really matter what we're going to say. Send that off. Because we're going to take the Philippines, because they have lost their protectorate. Their protector in the form of the United States. So they're basically low-hanging fruit, and so we're going to take it. Alright, so as far as our Marines, we are going to say push that way. Take Davao, so that we can get a port once we land. Alright. Now, we need to start thinking about what we're going to be doing next. Going to war with the Soviet Union is something we're definitely going to want to do eventually. The Germans are making some headway against them, but they haven't taken Leningrad yet. They're pushing on Moscow. They're very far away from Stalingrad. And they had all of this territory at one point, but the Soviets are counterattacking. And the Axis are in a bit of trouble. They have basically a massive Allied invasion of Italy. They have the Allies invading in northern Germany. So, and they've almost gotten Berlin. So the Germans could actually be in trouble, and the Axis may actually be gone sooner rather than later. Let's see. Oh, Turkey's in the Axis. And Turkey's under attack by the Soviet Union. Republic in Spain? Interesting. Alright, so we're just going to kind of observe what happens here. Because us attacking the Axis isn't really going to happen. They're just too far away from us. There's nowhere near us that we can, get to. So, let's go ahead and unpause and get things moving a little bit here. So, really the next, major faction we can go to war with is the Soviet Union or the Allies. Which it might be, interesting to try to get to war with the Allies while they're distracted with the Axis. But, Greece joined the Allies. Italy declared war on Greece. That's probably not going to go well for Italy, because they're already got a huge army invading them. Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Our army isn't that big yet, and we are still dealing with tons and tons of materials deficits. So we need to get our army equipped first and foremost. Alright, so what are we doing here? Okay, we're unlocking some of these tanks. Let's just go with the medium self-propelled gun. Oh, actually, I forgot to go over something. Before I started recording the episode, I went through... Let me just pause it again. I went through and adjusted some of my division templates a little bit. Mostly, I was just adding in some support companies. You know, logistics, signals, recon, that sort of thing. Nothing too big a deal. The one thing I did do is I changed up the light tank divisions, because I originally had these as mechanized infantry, and I switched them over to motorized infantry. So, I have that instead. And I switched the mechanized, or the motorized infantry in the medium tank divisions to mechanized infantry. And we've got, you know, tank destroyers, anti-air, and we've got some self-propelled artillery. And I think, yeah, I added some additional battalions to the Marine divisions to make them a little bit stronger. Alright, so yeah, that's that. And the other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to variant. See, light tank destroyers, self-propeller, light self-propeller artillery. Oh, because we got the Chinu. We're not building it yet. Chinu, there it is. And actually what I want to do is I want to create a variant. I want to increase the armor, the gun, the engine, and the reliability. And we're going to call this the Type 3 Chinu Kai. There we go. Get those built. Okay, so how are we looking on the logistics stockpiles? Okay, infantry equipment is good. Basic equipment. Weapons too. Are we not building weapons too? No, we are building weapons too. Oh, we don't have weapons 2 in stockpile. Weapons 2 are actually going out to the troops. Okay. But we now need tons of mechanized, which, you know, we're barely building these because we changed our templates around. We still need tons of motorized. We need tons of support equipment for all the new support companies. We need lots of anti-air, lots of anti-tank. Yeah, we're just way behind. The only thing we really have good surpluses of right now are planes. But we want to have giant piles of planes, because once we start getting into serious combat with guys that have good air forces, we're going to take losses. So we want to have that equipment stocked. Alright. What are we doing here? Well, the other thing is we were looking at some slight supply problems. It doesn't look like we're taking any attrition at the moment, but I'm probably going to want to split these up a little bit. Actually, let's just strategic redeploy them just to get them into different supply zones, so we're not looking all yellow and making me nervous. Let's get you guys over here. Oh. These guys. Can we get these guys to a port? And then let's transport them over here. Fortress Japan finished. Can you guys come over, please? There we go. Alright, so we need another new tech. 1941. I'm not that worried about mountain infantry or paratroopers. Actually, let's go ahead and let's get some paratroopers. Now that I think about it. Super heavy battleships. I guess we'll work on super heavy battleships. You know, we've already built some super heavies. Do we actually have any naval experience? We have a little bit of Navy experience. Could I say, for example, create a variant of our Shokaku class, increase the deck space a little bit. How much do we have? 150, no, 125, okay. Make them armored a little bit. Increase their deck space. Looks like that's all we're gonna get. I'm not exactly sure what class name we would give it. No, we'll just keep it like that for now. I'll have to... Yep, and we'll lose the 41 days of production, but that's not, you know, end of the world. And we've got some destroyers, a light cruiser, heavy cruiser. Okay, so what I was thinking about is before we take on the big boys, the big factions, we need to absorb some more of the smaller nations. So I was thinking, you know, we're going to get the Philippines. Let's see, this is all UK. This is Australia. Australia's in the Allies. Yeah, Australia's in the Allies, so can't really do anything about that. New Zealand is in the Allies as well. Who is this? France. Okay. But we may be able to absorb chunks of South America. So we just need a larger industrial base from somewhere. You know, normally it would have been, you know, China, but we puppeted them. Alright, research finished. New airplanes. Alright, so we've got the carrier variants, all these guys. Type 4 Horo, or, yeah, Horo. So that's the artillery variant of the Chinu. Let's see. Guess we'll go with this. We need the light AA. So we are building light AA, right? Light tank destroyer, light SPGs. Medium anti-air. So I don't have any light anti-air here. And I have light artillery and light tank destroyers, but no light AA on these. Okay. And what's my construction look like? We're just, you know, cranking out military factories. Alright, how long? Okay, only 56 to 125. February 2nd, 1942. Okay, that's not too long away. Now, maybe we could try and take down Tibet. Oh, we got a whole pile of political power. Unfilled import requests. We need steel. Let's bump up the steel imports a little bit. Do they have any decent... What do they have for resources? They have 2 tungsten. Xinjiang has a little bit of aluminum and a little bit of chromium, so that's, I mean... Delivery blocked. Delivery blocked. Why is delivery blocked? Is it because we can't transport through one of our own allies? Has control over a number of divisions from a puppet. Okay. Well, that's odd. So even if I conquered Tibet, I wouldn't get access to those resources because for some reason it won't let me deliver them. It won't transport them through a puppet. Alright then. The other thing we want to do is we need to give the United States time to build up its army. Because it doesn't really have a ton. But it's working on it. Alright, light self-propelled anti-air is done. I guess we can work on the improved light tanks. So what I want to do is we need to build some light self-propelled anti-air. I need to get it a factory, so we got lots of planes being built. So let's back off one of our plane factories. Let's say carrier naval bombers, so that we can start building some anti-air. Let's see. I want to get to work on the atomic research. I think we do. So now I need to go and edit the templates, particularly this one. We want to add some light self-propelled anti-air. And on this one, I want to add some light self-propelled anti-air. Oh wait, that's medium. Medium tank, medium, light self-propelled anti-air. There we go. Super heavy battleships. Unfilled endpoint requests. Venezuela. Not get me the oil I need. All right, well we'll get the oil we need from somewhere else then. We can get the oil we need from the United States. And we need more steel, yet more steel. We're using up a lot of civilian factories for traded goods right now. Naval base expansion? Yeah, let's do that. Are we still looking at supply problems? Yes, a little bit. Alright, well, let's move some of these guys up here then. Soviet Union annexes Tanutuva. Tanu what? What was that little guy up here? Okay, so we're just waiting for this war goal to fabricate on the Philippines. February 2nd, we're almost there. And then I am thinking that we are going to go to war in South America. We're going to absorb them, make South America into a big industrial base, and then we're going to attack maybe the Soviet Union. And get Mongolia. And once the Soviets are down, we're going to take out the Allies. And everyone else. Well, anyone who won't join the faction. Yep. The Germans appear to be in serious trouble. Alright, come on. Let's just crank up the speed here. Oh, justification is complete. Alright. Tell you to hit all of your plans. Declare war. Call our allies. That's sure. Alright, and now our Marines are on their boats. Oh, we just got merged into the American-Chilean War. That's interesting. Actually, I was planning on doing that anyway. Alright, we are landing. And yeah, immediately march into Deveo. They don't have anybody there. Normally, there's at least one division defending the major victory points. Oh well, I'll take it. Expeditionary Force, they want to send me 47 divisions? No, 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 no. Keep your divisions. If I need them, I'll ask you for them. Alright, so now they should have supplies. I'm actually thinking that these 10 Marine divisions should be more than sufficient to take the Philippines. Yep, we just overran one of their divisions. Perfect. Alright, let's get you guys, let's just say... Let's push, just push north. You guys... Just march like that. Just march like that. Just mop all that territory up. Okay, there we go. Everybody get themselves to the front. Let's planning bonus build up. Oh, we have free dockyards. Let's see, what are we building? Convoys, we're cranking them out pretty good. Tone class, Agano class, and Shokakus. Let's put the free dockyards on our Tone class. Yep, just let that bonus build up. How are we looking as far as supply? We can actually put some more divisions in there. These guys are 12 divisions. Let's just see what happens if I bring those guys over. Italy has capitulated. Oh, there goes Italy. Whoa. China is sending over units. Okay. Well, have these guys just fire off. Naval base expansion. And we'll go with carrier focus. Because we're building carriers. I hope they're not going to overload my supply. Here come my guys. You know what I can do? I'm actually going to just assign them straight to the front as soon as they arrive. Well, this guy should be plenty of control, and I really just make things a little bit simpler to have everybody in just one army. We can always split them up later. Oh, there we go. Now supply is a problem. Do we have air cover? No, we apparently do not. We have air support. Apparently we do have some air support, okay. Air wings with no mission. We have the tactical bombers over the Philippines. Slovakia has capitulated. Let's work on the heavy fighters. Paratroopers, we got those. Engineer companies, let's improve those. Well, you know what? I haven't really checked. Let's make sure they were actually using the best fighters. Let's see. KI-43s for fighters. Carrier naval bombers. Let's see. Carrier close air support. Carrier naval bomber. Yep, we need better carrier naval bombers. Close air support, KI-51s, close air support. Yep, they're the best close air support. Tactical bombers, KI-21s. We got tactical bomber 2s, G4Ms, okay. Carrier fighters are the A6M0s. Yep. Just standard naval bombers are fine. Carrier close air supports. Let's see. Carrier close air support. Here, switch those up. Can you guys like all just attack them? Yeah, there we go. There should be a significant chunk of their military that's going to go away. Alright, march for Manila. Improved computing machine. Improve our decryption. Well, maybe I shouldn't have called in my allies. Is anything actually going over? We have Some free American submarines. But nothing as far as invasions going on in Chile yet. Yes, very low supplies. We also have... I actually can't get over there. Oh, looks like they invaded over here. Good job. Those are the Americans. We'll just knock down the Philippines, and then we will call it an episode. And then I think the next project is going to be South America. Type 98. Fall of Manila. Alright. I guess we're going to work on the heavy tanks. So we might actually build some of those. Oh, free military factories. We need to get... all of these guys. Trying to get everybody... They haven't capitulated yet. Can you guys, like, head over here? Get that victory point. The German Reich has capitulated. Oh boy. Yugoslavia took 12 states. Greece took a state. Soviet Union took 16. Libyan Socialist Republic was puppeted. Slovak Socialist Republic was puppeted. The Democratic Party has been put in power in the Republic of Hungary. Been put in power in the Republic of Finland. Czechoslovakian Union was puppeted. The Democratic Republic of Ethiopia was puppeted. The Socialist Republic of Albania was puppeted. The Austrian Soviet Republic was puppeted. Well, let's go take a look at this. Republican Italy joined the Axis? The German Republic is not in a faction? The Democratic German Republic is not in a faction. Interesting. We have lots of political power. Let's improve our relations. German opinion of Japan is minus 305. Let's turn Germany fascist again. But the Axis apparently still exists in the form of this little bit of Italy. Republican Italy joined the Allies. Nope, they joined the Allies. But Turkey's in the Axis? Okay, that's actually a surprisingly sane distribution of provinces, except for Yugoslavia owning all of Italy. That's a little odd. We're gonna have to get this, I think. Japanese-Philippine War. 85% towards capitulation. Is that the only war goal that's left? Apparently it is. Okay. Where is a port that I can use? Alright, you guys establish a front line here. Let's just throw them off completely. And just launch it, attack them. You should be on that front. Let's see. Let's actually pull these Marines off. The Marines, you disconnect. And you guys strategically redeploy back down here. And we will give you a new... general. So just go with this guy. Give them a unique color. Have you stop your attacks? Oh, did they get a whole bunch of volunteers? I think the Philippines has a ton of volunteers, which is why we're all of a sudden having trouble. No problem. You guys get down here. And you begin planning a naval invasion from here to there. And fire it as soon as you're ready. Oh no, not you. You. Expeditionary Force from Reorganized Nationalist China. We're going to decline that. Unfilled import request. Oil from Peru. Alright. We'll get the oil from somewhere else then. We all of a sudden need tons of oil, tungsten, and steel. Why? I thought we were fine on oil, on all these things. Oh, I think a lot of the countries that we were importing stuff from are no longer exist. That is the problem. Okay, so, oil. Let's zero out on the United States and then just let it set it what it needs to be. Tungsten, same deal. Set it what it needs to be. Steel. Again, they have all the resources we could ever want. Set it. Now I just need 2 tungsten. Which we can get some tungsten from Sweden. We need some research. Let's get rocket artillery. Imperial glory. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead. We are going to end the episode here. The Philippines unexpectedly got a ton of basically volunteer divisions. So this is going to be a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. But that's no big deal. What I actually might do is, before we end this, I say we're going to do an amphibious invasion. Directly there. Or at least get it planned, because we can only put 10 divisions on an amphibious invasion. Which we already have 10 assigned here, so. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and end it here, so thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.